What is going on, heroes and villains? It is I, Zach's Not Dead, and today it is my absolute pleasure to go over all the beautiful quality of life changes that NRS has implemented into this latest update of Mortal Kombat 1. Now, I do say update and not DLC because I myself did not buy the DLC, and anything I'm going to be going over today is all of the free stuff that got implemented during Khaos Reigns. Let's head right into Invasions and check out the latest Mesa, which replaced the previous gauntlet, the Towers of Time. Now, looking at these towers, first we see the arcade tower, and you're probably asking yourself, what's the difference between an arcade tower and a classic tower that we have in the main menu? Well, there are a couple of differences. For one, you can use your invasion character, so your beefed up invasion characters in this arcade tower, as well as any items, relics, and talismans that you want to bring into the fight with you. While your opponents don't have any modifiers, you can. In the classic towers, you're set at default characters, default settings, but you can decide whether you want to do a very easy tower or a very difficult tower. On the left-hand side, we have the Legacy Tower, which says it unlocks past seasonal palettes. And even Derek Kurtzik went over this during the last combat cast.
The third tower is the Legacy Tower. After each completion, players will unlock unobtainable palettes from previous seasons of Invasions.
What he said could easily be misconstrued as any previous skins you might have missed playing Invasions or didn't buy in the seasonal store, you can get from completing this. What it actually means is there was a multitude of skins that the AI had that we weren't able to unlock, and now we can unlock them. And so there's about 30 skins in there. Even if you've 100%ed everything before the Khaos Reigns DLC, that's going to have about 30 skins in there for you to earn. It is worth noting that it does cost 2,500 crowns in order to initiate the tower, so make sure you're ready to complete it when you start it. Now let's move over to the right-hand side. We have the Seasonal Tower. This existed already in the Gauntlet before. A lot of people have already played through some of this. About every 5 levels, you'll unlock a unique skin or some kind of very cool reward. So it is worth going at if you haven't done it before. The difficulty is pretty high though, and it is recommended that you get your Invasions character at least up to level 30 before you attempt to do it. Now let's check out this middle row, or what I like to call the rotation row, which rotates about every single hour, and the difficulty goes from easy to difficult from left to right. Now, during that previous combat cast, Derek Kurtzik said the higher difficulty tower that you do, the more points you're going to get towards your overall Towers of Time rank. But that's not implemented yet, so we're probably going to be looking at that with the next update they do to the Towers of Time. I'm not sure if that'll be at the end of the season or sometime in the middle of the season. Now, the final row in the far back is another set of towers that have already been present in the Gauntlet, but people honestly just didn't really know about it because of the way it was presented. So these are the Trial Towers. This is the Trial Tower row. Right now, we have 3 characters that just dropped with Khaos Reigns, so we have 3 Trial Towers here, one for each of the characters. One of my biggest pet peeves about this, though, is that there are modifiers attached to this. You can't really gauge how you feel about a character if you're having to deal with modifiers the whole time. So if anyone at NRS is ever watching this or listening, please remove the modifiers from character trial towers. Just a little pet peeve of mine. All right, so let's talk about the challenges within the Towers of Time. Any one of these challenges must be completed within the Towers of Time Mesa. You cannot complete any of these challenges by playing any of the other Invasion Mesas. Now, we have easy challenges, hard challenges, and weekly challenges. The easy challenges rotate every hour, I believe. The hard challenges rotate every 24 hours, and the weekly challenges rotate every week. So with the easy and hard challenges, though, if you complete them, they will rotate the challenge and the reward before the timer is up. The timer is simply there that if you're in the middle of a challenge and the timer runs out, Then your progress resets on that challenge. The challenge changes to something different and the reward changes to something different. Now, I completed all 30 of these fatalities just to see if the reward would rotate like it does for the easy and hard challenges. And unfortunately, it does not. It just locks it in to where that you completed it, and you just have to wait till the timer runs out before we can see a new reward. So I'm not sure yet if the dragon crystals will be a persistent reward. I hope it is one, but let's move on. While I was completing the 30 fatalities challenge, I was testing to see what fatalities would work. Cameo fatalities do not count towards the perform fatalities challenge, and neither did animalities. Now, brutalities never count towards fatalities, but I do not myself have any of the seasonal fatalities. So if you do a seasonal fatality on a challenge like this one here and you see it counts, let us know in the comment section. I assume that they do, but I do not have them. Now I want to talk about the right-hand side, the rank percentage, where it accumulates all the points that you've gotten from the Towers of Time by completing towers and by completing challenges and putting your ranking against other people who are taking part in Towers of Time as well. Well, right now I'm sitting about 10%, but the more time that passes, if I'm not continually playing, my rank, my percentage is going to drop, because as time progresses, more people are going to be playing towers and their rank is going to go up subsequently, bringing me down. So if I were you and you were really interested in that Melina skin, I wouldn't wait to just crunch it for like one day. You really want to go in here, accumulate points, get some of those rewards by completing challenges, by completing towers, so you can get the points to get you up into those higher percentages. One of the things I am hoping for with this reward system that they had brought back from MK11 is when certain rewards recycled for the top 5%, you would get 200 time crystals in place. Now, 100 dragon crystals would be really cool if you reach top 5% and it replaced that reward. Honestly, give me 500 dragon crystals. More the merrier. Now let's move on to Invasions. Invasions has a couple of quality of life updates as well. So obviously, the big one is the map. We have maps for our mazes now. They are not highly detailed, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not sure I would want to see every single node. It would just look messy and it would be hard to read. So if it's a red node, that means you've already been there. If it's black, you have not been there yet. So this really does help out as well, because as you're in this pause menu, it'll tell you the percentage that you've completed of that mesa and how many chests you've opened as well. So you don't have to go back to the main mesa map overview, whatever they call it, to look at it. One of the other small quality of life is the ability to restart match when you're doing specialty fights. Sometimes you'll start those, and let's say it has a timer of 1 minute. And within the first 15 seconds, you know that you're going to fail it and you have to restart it. But there was not a restart before. So anyway, it's just a small, nice quality of life thing that they added to the game, and I'm really happy about that. So, of course, there's a plethora of new nodes, new specialty things like where we beat up an arcade cabinet and stuff like that are nice additions to Invasions to mix things up a bit. I still would like to see some lore nodes put up in there. Some people might just want to skip them, but some people like me would like to, delve deeper into the lore of this new era. So, anyway, I think that's where we will end it. If you have any comments or any tips about the Towers of Time or Invasions that you would like to drop into the chat, let us know. All right. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for watching the channel. That's weird. Did I say that weird? That was weird. Anyway, subscribe if you liked it. Like if you liked it. Share it if you think it'll help out a friend. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace to the peace.